Hope you're well. Today I'm going to go through the angles assessment with you, showing you how to answer each question step by step. So hopefully if you got any questions wrong, you can watch this video and you'll understand where you went wrong, so that next time if you get a similar question you know what to do. So starting with question 1, what it wants us to do is measure this angle. Now if you still are unsure of how to measure an angle, I do have a video uploaded onto the YouTube channel that we've sent a link out through Purple Mash. So go and have a look at that. But what you need to do is line the tip of, well, this cross section of the protractor with the point of the angle. Like so. And then you're going to count up, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. And can you see how I skipped from 90 and then carried on along the top? So this angle is 110 degrees. Question 2. Teddy has measured the angle. Give a reason why Teddy is not correct. Teddy has said the angle is 120 degrees, and the simple fact of the matter is Teddy is incorrect because he did not start measuring from 0. You can see here. Question number 3, complete the sentences. There are something degrees in a right angle, and angles in a straight line add up to something. For this question, you just need to know these facts. So you should know that there are 90 degrees in a right angle, and angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. If you don't know these facts already, you need to learn them the same way that you need to know that a full turn is 360 degrees. Okay, question 4. Find and measure the smallest angle in this quadrilateral. Now, you should know that any four-sided shape, the angles add up to 360 degrees. So all 4 of these angles should add up to 360 degrees. Now, it's not asking us to work out all of the angles, it's asking us to find and measure the smallest angle. So let's have a look at these 4 angles. Well, I know this angle here and this angle here is a right angle because they look like an L or a corner. This angle here is an acute angle because it's smaller than a right angle. And hopefully if I draw a right angle, you'll see. It's a bit schoolwork, but hopefully you get the point. And looking at this angle here, I know that this is an obtuse angle because it's bigger than a right angle. A right angle line would probably be around here. So I know that the angle I'm looking to measure is this one here, because an acute angle is smaller than both an obtuse and a right angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my protractor. I'm going to line it up on this angle here. And I'm going to count. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's just past 70. So I would say that the smallest angle is 71 degrees. And that would make sense because 71 is less than 90 and this is an acute angle. Okay. Next question. Now remember I said you should know that a half full turn is 360 degrees. You're going to need to use this information to answer this question. So this question number 5, it says Amir is facing a door. He turns 127 degrees clockwise. Now clockwise is the way the hands on a clock turn. If you're unsure of what that is, have a look at a clock. How many more degrees clockwise will he need to turn before he faces the door again? So we need to work out this missing angle from here all the way to here. and both of these angles should add up to 127 degrees, 360 degrees, because that is what a full turn is. So 127 degrees add what is 360 is what we're trying to answer. So to work out this missing angle, what we can either do is take away our known fact, 127 degrees from 360. So this is the first way you can work it out. I'm just going to use column subtraction. So 0 take away 7, I'm unable to do so, I'm going to have to regroup. 10 take away 7 is 3. 5 take away 2 is 3. And 3 take away 1 is 2. So I know that this missing angle here is 233 degrees. Now I know there was a different answer on the answer sheet, but that is actually incorrect. White Rose have made a mistake. The actual answer is 233 degrees. So that's one way you can work it out. Another way is using a number line. So what you would do is, you know you need to get to 360 degrees. And you know that one angle is 127 degrees. So you're going to use addition to get from 127 to 360. So what I would do first, I would add 3, and that would take me to 130. Then I would add 30, and that will take me to 160. And then I would add 200 to take me to 360. Once you've figured that out, all you need to do is add these 3 together to get your answer, which is 233. Okay, next question. Calculate the size of angle D in this shape. Do not use a protractor. Now this question is quite difficult, but again, you need to know those useful facts. So I know that these two angles are right angles. They look like corners, they look like L's. The backing paper of this question helps me because if you look, it is full of right angles. They're everywhere. So the backing paper of this question helped me. So I know that these are both 90 degrees. Now this angle here is smaller than 90 degrees. And we know that because again, if I highlight the corner of this square, which would be 90 degrees, it's actually halfway between 0 and 90 degrees. So therefore I know that this angle is 45 degrees because 45 is half of 90. Now going back to the known fact that I mentioned earlier, angles in a four-sided shape add up to 360 degrees. What I'm going to need to do is add up all the angles that I know, take that answer away from 360, and that will give me D. So 90 and 90 is 180. I can do that in my head quite easily. Also because I know that two right angles equal straight line. Add 45 degrees. Zero add 5 is 5. 8 add 4 is 12. 1 add 1 is 2. So I know that these three angles equal 225 degrees when you add them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our known fact, which is 225 degrees, away from 360 degrees, because that is what we know all four angles should add up to equal. And I'm going to use column subtraction. You could also use number line. So 0 take away 5 I'm unable to do, so I'm going to have to regroup. Ten take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 2 is 3. 3 take away 2 is 1. So the angle D is 135 degrees. And I can check that if I add up 90, add 90, add 45, add 130 to 5, I will get 360 degrees. Question 7, it says you have to complete the sentences. In order to answer this question, you needed to know that a face is a flat surface on a shape. So on this shape, this would be classed as a face, and this would be classed as a face, and this, and so on. An edge is where two faces meet. So you needed to know that this would be classed as an edge, and this also classed as an edge. And vertices is where two or more edges meet. So, for example, this would be classed as vertices, and so would this, and so would this. But the important thing that you need to remember is that there are some hidden sides to this shape that you can't see. So there would be a side hidden over here, and a side hidden over here, and also a side hidden at the bottom. So once you have that information, you know that, hopefully, once you've counted them up, you will know that a cuboid has 6 faces. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A cuboid has 12 edges. Remember, there's hidden edges that you can't see in this picture. And a cuboid has 8 vertices. Question 8. For each shape, state whether it is regular or irregular. To answer this question, you needed to know that a regular shape is a shape where all sides and angles are equal, and an irregular shape is a shape where sides and angles are of any length and size. So, a regular shape needs to have sides and angles that are equal. So, looking at this first shape, these lines here tell me that all the sides of the shape are equal. So this shape has all sides that are equal, and so does this shape. But remember, regular shapes need to have sides and angles that are equal. So looking back at this shape, we know that all the sides are equal, and we also know that all the angles are equal. They're all 60 degrees. So this shape here is a regular shape. Now, this shape, all the angles are 90 degrees. We can see that here. However, the sides are not equal. The sides are not all the same length. So this is an irregular shape. Now this shape here, we know all the sides are the same length, but the angles aren't. This angle is an acute angle, smaller than a right angle. This angle is obtuse, bigger than a right angle. This angle is obtuse, and this angle is acute. So although all the sides are the same length, the angles are not the same size, so this shape is irregular. Right, this question was really difficult. Question 9, use the compass to complete the sentences. I've just made the compass a bit bigger here so it's easier for us to see. The angles from east to south is a right angle, so let's just draw that. From east to south. Yep, I would agree that's a right angle. Okay. The angle from north to something is an acute angle. So we know from north to south is a straight line. So it's not going to be that. We know that from north to east is a right angle, as well as from north to west. So the only options is from north to northeast, as well as north to northwest. Okay, second part of this question. The angle from something to southwest is a reflex angle. So we know that southwest to northeast is a straight line. So anything below that straight line is going to be a reflex angle, which means we could either have east, southeast, or south as our answer. Okay, question 10. Draw a line that is 4.8 centimetres long and then use this line to draw a 50-degree angle. Now obviously I can't draw a line with pencil and ruler, so I'm going to have to sort of try and create a line. So if I'm starting at 0 roughly, that's 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 roughly, that's 4.8. That's very difficult to do on the computer screen. And then you want to draw a 50-degree angle. We know that's going to be less than the right angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my protractor, line up on the end. Let me actually move this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to line it up on the end here, and I need to draw a 50-degree angle. Here's 90 degrees. Here's 50 degrees. So I'm just going to make a dot here. And then what I'm going to do, you'll obviously do this by lining up your ruler or your protractor and connecting this dot to the end here. I'm going to have to insert a line from here to here. And then you need to remember to draw your vertex. I mean, this isn't essential, but you should be. And that is a 50-degree angle. Final question. Calculate the size of angles A and B. Now this is where your known facts come in handy. So if we look at this one here, these angles are on a straight line. I know that a straight line equals 180 degrees. So 42 add A needs to equal 180. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my known information, which is 42, away from what they should equal together, which is 180, using column subtraction. You can also use a number line like I showed you previously, or you maybe have to do it in your head. Zero, take away 2 I can't do, so I'm going to regroup. 10 take away 2 is 8. 7 take away 4 is 3. 1 take away nothing is 1. So A is 138 degrees, and you can check by adding 138 to 42, and you'll get 180, which is what angles on a straight line add up to. So again, this is angles on a straight line. You can see the straight line here. Here's your straight line. There's two angles that I need to find. Now this one is really easy. Remember we said whenever there's that square, we know that that angle is 90 degrees. So what we need to do is we need to add 26 degrees and 90 degrees together. Take that away from 180 degrees and that will give us B. So I'm sure most of you can do this in your head, but I'm just going to do it like this so it's really clear. So 0 add 6 is 6, 9 add 2 is 11. So these two together make 116 degrees. We take that away from 180 now. Zero take away 6 I'm unable to do, so I'm going to have to regroup. Ten take away 6 is 4. 7 take away 1 is 6. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So we know that B is 64 degrees. And again, if you add up 90, 64 and 26, you will get 180 degrees. So that's the end of the assessment. Hopefully you found that useful. And if you have any questions, please remember to email your teacher through Purple Mash, or your parents can email your teacher through your teacher's class email address. I hope you're all staying safe and we hope to see you soon. Bye.